Welcome to the Black Girl Ventures Pitch Competition. I am Shelly Bell, the founder and CEO of Black Girl Ventures. You are watching BGV Pitch. It's the largest competition for Black and brown women founders, combining the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. The idea for BGV Pitch actually comes from Black history. In the early 1900s, during the Great Migration, white landowners raised the rent, and Black people threw what's called a rent party, where admission fees helped people stay in their homes. Now, these weren't just any kinds of parties. You had people like Langston Hughes, Fats Waller, Duke Ellington helping people with these events. Now, here we are, our ancestors' wildest dreams, providing access to capital through engaging community. Tonight, you will watch 8 awesome women pitch their business to a set of judges. Each participant gets 3 minutes to pitch. However, the judges do not determine the winner. You are the real power here. You will vote for the pitch that you favor at www.sheraise.com. Participants win a mix of capital from the audience, capital from our sponsor, and the BGV Startup Package, which includes access to an accountant, business coaching, Salesforce Essentials, Google Cloud credits, HubSpot for startups, and more. Our prize sponsor for BGV Pitch DC is Mir, a drinkware company based in Seattle, Washington, whose mission is to empower people for a better future. We are right there with you, Mir, and we're glad to have you on a journey with us. Are you ready to hear the pitches? All right, let's go. The way this pitch competition works is slightly different from any other pitch competition you've been to. It's like Shark Tank with an audience, but everybody's a shark. So all of you have an opportunity to vote with your dollars tonight. We'll listen to 7, 8 amazing women come up and showcase their business. It's 3 to 4 feet taller than reality. Its ropes are red, white, and blue. Its platform is blank stretched canvas. They say it's built for a man. There's room for my competitors and I. There's corners and centers, punches and knockouts, blood, sweat, and tears. Entrepreneurship is a boxing match. But we, the women, know how to stay light on our feet. We slide past insecurity. We shuffle through sexual harassment, me too. We duck, then jab, then land, and suddenly, the predefined role of woman calls our name. Wife, mother, feminist, auntie, babysitter, nasty woman, pow. Right in the kisser. I fall. Face against platform, I heard my ego crack when I realized that my male competitor has more mirrors in his dressing room. You're a woman. This is not your place. The referee counts down. You don't belong here. VCs from people who look like them and I don't look like them. I didn't learn how to box in school. My parents are not boxers or coaches. My life is just a corner. 8, 7, 6, I breathe. This game is rigged. But fuck that. I'm the only species on earth that can bleed for a month and not die. I am badass. Even if I bow out and get a corporate job, I would still make less than the man who would scrape my remains from this platform. 5, 4, 3, get up, girl. Pin a Nike commercial to your memory. Remember that you don't get in where you fit in until you get in, because fitting in is about character and getting in is about access. You're already in a match. Get up. Bite the hand that feeds you bullshit. Burn the bridges you never want to cross again. You got this. Slide, duck, jab, land, and remember that you know how to stay light on your feet.
Hello, everyone. My name is Selby Clark, and I'm a principal at Booz Allen Hamilton. I have a background in consulting, both in the commercial sector and in the federal government space. I have a focus in customer experience measurement, human-centered design research, and I'm currently working on a large-scale cybersecurity technology program. A fun fact about me is that to pay my way through college, I was my own form of entrepreneur. I sold books door to door to pay my way through school, and it really gave me a love and appreciation for entrepreneurship. So looking forward to hearing and meeting all of our entrepreneurs today.
Hi, my name is Penny Lee. I am in Washington, D.C., and in my day job, I had up the public affairs practice for a firm called Invariant. We work with companies, Fortune 500 companies such as Marriott, Toyota, Home Depot, to tech-enabled companies such as Apple, Uber, SpaceX, and others. But on my side hustle, I would say I'm an angel investor. I've been angel investing since 2010, and really across all sectors. So consumer products, those in regulated market spaces, all across the gamut. But my real passion is around female founders. So it's really a great opportunity to be with you today and hear all of your different concepts and ideas. Fun fact about me, I'm from Alaska. I was born and raised there. I do not live in an igloo, but M-Part was a great opportunity to be able to grow up and live in the last frontier, as they say. Good to be here today.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ahima Ekwe, and I'm here to introduce to you the future leader in healthy treats, Sweet Kiwi. Sweet Kiwi is a company that makes the best tasting low-calorie whipped Greek yogurt using real milk sourced locally and real ingredients. We go to great lengths to ensure responsible sourcing, traceability. All our pints are under 320 calories, and they're all packed with protein and probiotics. Sweet Kiwi takes the stress out of dessert eating. So the problem that consumers face is that they want a low-calorie desserts or treat that tastes great, made with real ingredients, has additional health benefits, so they don't feel guilty when they indulge. So the solution is Sweet Kiwi, and that's what we created. I created Sweet Kiwi because I was diagnosed with a fibroid, and my doctor told me I had to change my diet completely because I was adverse to all the other medical options. And at the time, it was really difficult for me to give up ice cream. So I decided to start playing around, and I created a dessert that worked best with my strict calorie and health restrictions. So Sweet Kiwi yogurt is made with real yogurt, premium real ingredients. It's air whipped to lower the calories, and they're all under 320 calories per pint. It has a clean label profile and is packed with protein and probiotics. We're also introducing new products into the market. We're introducing a popsicle, individual sticks. We also introduce a craft granola that's packed with probiotics and protein as well, and it's a great snack in the market. The market size is 8.4 billion for frozen novelties and 3.4 billion for granola. This is us versus the leading brands and competitors. As you can see, we take all the major boxes. We're less than 10 grams sugar per serving. We have a limited ingredient profile, less than 320 calories per 16-ounce serving size. We use real Greek yogurt, and we have probiotics and life culture and enzymes, and we have a very high protein content. So far, we've launched into several grocery stores, most recently Whole Foods Market. Right now, we're in 70 stores. And we signed a distribution deal with Rainforest Distribution for the Mid-Atlantic, and we're currently in talks with Kiwi and Target. We also do catering and hospitality, and currently we signed contracts with Bozzuto and Capital Concierge. our early sales results for Whole Foods from June to 2020, we sold 102 pints in a week, which is the weekly and highest performing sales in any Whole Foods market stores. Right now, we've done over 40,000 in revenue, and our target for 2021 is over $1 million. Our market strategy is to use micro-influencers, food bloggers, social media marketing, and in-store demos where possible with COVID. Right now, we're asking for $1 million to be able to grow our business, increase our production capacity, grow our team, and use digital marketing. As you can see, I'm the founder of Sweet Kiwi. I'm a woman who has the strength of over 10 men. And I've been able to build this business with the support of other members of my team. But I've been able to do so many amazing things through my career. And yeah, that's it. So if you want to contact us and find out more about Sweet Kiwi, here's how you can get in touch with us.
Great, thank you so much. I'm excited to try the product. Too bad we can't do that. But tell me a little bit about two things. First of all, are you co-packing to make this? What is your manufacturing?
We manufacture ourselves locally in the DC area. We work out of a co-production facility in New York Avenue called Union Kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how much are you going direct to sales versus wholesale? I guess retail versus wholesale.
Everything that we do is basically wholesale because we sell wholesale to the distributors.
Okay. And what are your margins?
Our margins are about $2 per pint.
That's $2 profit?
Yes, per pint. Yes.
Per pint.
Well, thank you so much for sharing, Hime, your business. It's very exciting, and it's amazing to see that you've already been moved into the Whole Foods market, which has such a big footprint and an audience. It was exciting to see the comparison of your product against some of the competing products in kind of the healthy dessert categories. And I was curious about some of the differences. How are you able to get your product to have such low sugar? You were showing in your comparison chart that I think you were the only one that had less than 10 grams of sugar. Tell me about your ingredient profile. You had also noted that it had a really low ingredient profile.
What we do is that we use real Greek yogurt, which is naturally creamy, and we try to use natural ingredients. We cook everything right out of our stores, and this has been a product that we've created over a long period of time, and we've tested. If you look at our label, it's a very clean label. We use just Greek yogurt. We air whip it. We add sugar. We do use sugar, but we use very, very low sugar for our product. And
why granola? It just seems like that's two very different products.
So granola is because it's not that different. Granola is actually one of the biggest toppings that goes into yogurt. And so it's something that we've always had to make in the process of catering and hospitality. And so we thought, because our granola is completely sugar-free, we have a keto one, and we use honey in creation of our products. And most other granolas on the shelves use coconut sugars or all other forms of sugars. And because of the feedback that we got from customers, we realized that it would definitely be a great product for us to put on the shelves.
Thank you.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
My name is Chichi Akunchi, and I'm the founder of Reproductive Justice and Med, bringing reproductive justice to the forefront of medicine. So we have two scenarios here. We have Sharon. She's 40 years old. She complains of excess bleeding and pain during periods, and she's diagnosed with uterine fibroids and gets a hysterectomy. We get Alexis here, who has a loss of insurance, so she misses gynecological appointments. She's uninformed about HPV vaccine, and she's diagnosed with cervical cancer. I actually have a coworker also who had a uterine fibroids, and thank God she was able to have children before her choice to have a hysterectomy. So the clear problem is there's a reproductive health crisis affecting Black women and girls. We're being disproportionately affected for gynecological diseases such as infertility, fibroids, HIV. Black women in the United States are dying from cervical cancer at twice the rate as white women. So what is the solution? The solution is reproductive justice and med. It is a digital health course that educates Black women and girls about sexual and reproductive health throughout the lifespan of their development, from puberty to menopause. And it basically is that bridging connection between the physicians and the patients, so patients can make informed decisions when it comes to surgery or medications or any other issues and concerns that they may have. We employ new diagnostics and technology to increase access to screening. So what is the business model? We're using the B2B model first to address the stigma about discussing sexual reproductive health, and also for events and fundraisers. There's also the B2C model to target individuals. So the market is a digital health industry, which is estimated to surpass $379 billion by 2024. Some digital health technologies include telehealth, mobile health or mHealth, wearables such as blood pressure monitor, and digital health systems such as electronic health records. So my ask is $100,000, basically to build a management team so we can get this course into an app that is more accessible. Also, referral system where we consult physicians, nurses, and healthcare providers. Also, I plan to encourage parental involvement to guide the discussion in sexual reproductive health. And finally, because we don't have any way to screen for uterine fibroids, I want to partner with a genetic testing company to see if they can sequence the genome to find the particular gene that causes uterine fibroids and many other diseases. Thank you. And this is my Instagram and my website.
Wow, thank you so much. What an incredible business problem, Chichi, that you are addressing. This is huge and a major challenge, especially in the Black community. I'm curious, I love the concept of B2B and the education portion of it. I think it's very powerful and very needed. I'm curious about your revenue model. How will you charge your clients? How will you make a profit?
So because it's an online course that's using another modal, basically each of the courses are priced and it's sent to PayPal in order to get a revenue from the course.
Okay, so it's a one-time fee that an organization might pay for that course?
Exactly.
Yeah, you might want to think about other types of models that could provide enduring revenue, like a subscription model or other types of ongoing education. I think it could be exciting, as you mentioned, of pairing it up with a kind of a genetic testing. It could be interesting to pair it up, with counseling services, with, diagnostic, support so that once the person gets education, then they're quickly connected to the how of how they get their care.
Great advice.
Yeah, I was actually going to suggest the same thing as far as on the subscription service, but I'm curious also on your raise. It's only $100,000. Are you currently getting revenue? And how long do you expect the $100,000 to last?
So currently, in terms of traction, we're getting some revenue around 10,000, but we're really looking for the ability to transform this course into an app, so you can exactly have those subscription services and then be able to make it more accessible to more of our consumer base.
One thing that I always encourage founders to do is to ask for enough revenue to be able to last 12 to 18 months.
Okay.
There's no harm in asking for large numbers. Do not be shy and do not try to, scrape by without paying yourself and others as well.
Exactly.
You do need to live. So please, I would say make that as big as what you really realistically need as well. But congratulations, this is a great product and concept.
Thank you.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
I am Kendra Woolridge. I am the founder and CEO of Janet and Joe Luxury Nail Lacquers, which is the namesake of my two grandmothers, Janet and Joe. I'm somebody who has always loved nail polishes, and I created initially this company because I wanted to create the colors I couldn't find. And through my research, I learned that nail polishes contained toxic ingredients linked to cancer, reproductive health issues, and birth defects. And for somebody that is a polish enthusiast, I thought it was crazy that I had to learn this by researching my own company I was trying to start here. So my shift and my focus changed from providing not only an amazing nail product, but also one that educated consumers. This hits me at home because my grandmother, half the company's namesake, Joe, she passed away from breast cancer. And at the time when I was creating my company, my mother was a 3-time breast cancer survivor. Shortly after launching the company, I lost my mother to brain cancer. So it is very important to me that I educate consumers on what the ingredients that are in the products that we put on us. So Janet and Joe Luxury Nail Lacquers is a nail company that is 10 free. And whenever you see a number and it says free next to a nail polish, it means that that polish's ingredients are free of that number of toxic ingredients. So we're 10 free. We are long lasting. We last up to 10 days chip free. And we also use our stories behind the nail polish names to educate and inspire our customer. So we're not the first on the clean beauty market. There are other non-toxic nail polish companies out there. But what sets us apart is that we have a broad, diverse collection of nail lacquers, and we are the only clean nail polish brand out there that is focused on educating consumers. That is our mission. That is something that we do through and through with each nail polish and the names behind it. And we also have a competitive price point for a clean, non-toxic product. Currently, you can purchase Janet and Joe online through our website. We are offered in some retailers in the DC area, Scottsdale, Arizona, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. Before COVID, we did trade shows. But what I really want to focus on is the clean beauty market is a huge industry with a world of opportunity. In 2019 alone, US beauty sales were $14 billion. And of those sales, nail polishes accounted for $552 million. So there's a world of opportunity out there. And I know that we have what it takes. We have been acknowledged by highly respected and known publications and beauty sources. Allure is known as the beauty source. And one of the colors from our spring collection that launched earlier this year called Blonde Ambition was named one of the best new nail polishes to launch so far this year by Allure. So today I'm asking for $50,000, and what I will be doing with that funding is it will support our marketing and also the expansion of our business operations. Currently, I am a team of one. I have volunteers that come to help me from time to time, but it's very difficult. I would like to streamline our fulfillment process so that we can really go out here and take advantage of these opportunities. You can reach me directly at janetandjoe.com, and you can also visit us online at janetandjoe.com, which I welcome you to do if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra. This is amazing. I think this is an incredible product line, and certainly agree that the makeup industry, as we know, is huge and booming. And certainly clean makeup is also very important to consumers. I want to commend you on your mission of educating and focusing on that education. I think it's a powerful why for your company. But I definitely think that you have a unique product that has a great potential. I kind of want to piggyback off of Penny's question from our last investor and say, I think the potential for your business is greater than what you're asking for investment. And I think you need to, as Penny said, make sure you're taking care of yourself and have enough funding to take care of yourself. But I think there's great potential here. I don't see a lot of diverse nail brands out there. I've seen a few that might have a small product line alongside their makeup, but not focused on nails. So I think there's greater investment. Let me let Penny ask some questions as well.
Yeah, no. So congratulations. I think this is great. And as someone who has butchered her nails over and over again with probably way too many toxic products, thank you for something that is more natural. Can you tell me a little bit about your margins? Can you tell me a little bit about your manufacturing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I have a manufacturer, and it's one manufacturer. Everything is based here in the United States. However, the packaging and labeling, they're all separate companies. So when I spoke to streamlining that process, I would have it done by one, as opposed to having my manufacturer send the polished bottles and then having my packaging sent here and having to fold boxes. I'd like to streamline that. As far as the margins go, currently it's close to $4. It's a little under $4 per bottle sold. And that's the wholesale pricing that I have with businesses. When you purchase directly from janetandjoe.com, it's actually closer to $6.
And I would just say one thing to think about is a company called Varnish Lane. They started in DC, and it's natural. So maybe that might be a sell spot.
They recently reached out to us, actually. So I'm working on that. They recently reached out to do like an influencer type of deal, but I'm working on hopefully being on their shelves as well.
Okay.
I would also consider, high-end, salons that could feature your products, given the unique offering that you're making. I think that could appeal to a lot of consumers that go to salons.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
"2020 has been a mess. How is your anxiety doing?" Hi, my name is Fallon Keplinger, and in April of 2019, I started Rose Glow Tea Room, carefully blended CBD-infused tea. I am a tea sommelier, and I have studied under tea masters in Japan, and I'm certified in herbal studies. Have you ever had a day that just felt like too much? I can relate to suffering from stress and anxiety and sleep problems. For a long time, my stress and anxiety affected my everyday life. But what if I could ease all this by simply having a cup of tea? That is why I started my company. Did you know that 73% of people who experience stress state that it affects their mental health? And 48% of people who experience stress state that they have trouble sleeping. People who tend to experience stress at higher rates include ethnic minorities, women, single parents, and people responsible for their family's healthcare decisions. Almost everyone I know falls into one of these categories. The amino acid found in tea improves mental function. Paired with CBD, it is a perfect match. Using CBD shouldn't come with stigma. We all deserve relief from pain. CBD is a good option for anyone experiencing stress, pain, anxiety, sleep problems, or any other conditions. CBD helps signal receptors in our brain, telling us to slow down when we are overwhelmed. Unfortunately, cases of stress, anxiety, and chronic inflammation continue to rise. But the good news is people are becoming more open-minded about cannabis. The number of baby boomers using CBD has grown by 25% in the past year. CBD is also great for female health as it can alleviate some PMS symptoms. I have 3 blends of tea. Each tea bag contains 20 milligrams of water-soluble CBD, offering a way to control your wellness. The purity can be checked on the QR sticker of each package. My teas are in 4 local boutiques, and I'm expanding to California and Hawaii. I have also collaborated with other companies in wellness. In the future, with another business, I will be conducting case studies with the university and creating a CBD journal for those who want to track their dosage. I am asking for $20,000. I currently run my company on my own while working a full-time job. If granted the money, I could afford to scale my business. Our mission at Rose Glow Tea Room is giving anyone experiencing stress or anxiety time to hit the reset button while enjoying our teas with poise, grace, and elegance. Thank you.
I actually work with a medical cannabis company in Maryland called Curio Wellness, so a little familiar with this space. Tell me, do you have to individually get licensed in every state to sell your product, or can it be sold across state lines or national distribution?
It can be sold across state lines thanks to the 2018 Farm Bill.
Mm-hmm.
I can sell it across state lines.
And what is your percentage of CBD versus, like, how are you regulating kind of the amount of CBD or to make sure that you don't go into a THC category?
Oh, I get, when I order my CBD, I get a purity check, and my CBD is hemp derived, especially because I live in an area that has a lot of government employees. So I make sure that my CBD is hemp derived, so it doesn't have anything more than the 0.03 milligrams of THC.
Awesome.
That's great. I'm curious. This is a great product line. I have seen some trends, primarily in California, in the CBD tea space, and it seems very popular. I saw an influencer using it as she recovered from surgery. And so I'm curious about your manufacturing and your channel strategy. Like, how are you thinking about distribution, and how are you manufacturing today? Are you doing this, on your own? How are you?
So currently, I'm manufacturing. I have a room in my house where I make everything. I have the home permit to make stuff in my house. So I've been making everything in my house on my own. So I would like to grow and expand as I'm building my company, but right now it's just me.
And what has your traction been so far, as far as your customers and them re-upping orders? I know COVID has changed a lot of channels, sales channels, but what, maybe pre-COVID or even during COVID, what is the repeat business?
The repeat business has been mostly for, because I'm in stores. They send me an order request once a month, and then I fill those orders. But pre-COVID, I was partnering with a lot of people in wellness. I was doing partnerships with Woo Woo Company, and she would do a yoga sound bath, and then afterwards we would drink my tea. I was also doing a restorative yoga with a CBD tea tasting, and that was bringing in new people and giving me an opportunity to showcase my brand. And with that, I was booked almost every weekend, but then when COVID hit, I couldn't do that. So I'm learning how to pivot to try to reach people more online.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I would consider also the spa market, as you talked about. I think that could be something you could see offered in specialty spas in the DC area or at retreat types of locations. but really exciting product. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Hello.
Hello.
I am going to share my screen. Okay. So my name is Sasha Lorraine, and I'm the founder of Black Girls Who Paint. So first, who we are. Black Girls Who Paint is a safe space dedicated to Black women painters to share our art as well as our story, but also to increase visibilities so that young Black girls can not only see themselves in the art world, but also pursue arts in the future as a career. So what's the problem? There's a lack of a connecting tool or any kind of resources that connects Black women artists with each other, as well as resources needed for sustainable art careers that includes our practice, business, and profession. So what's the solution? Black Girls Who Paint, we provide a global community-based membership that provides visibility as well as opportunity for Black women painters, as well as our next generation. So our story. I created Black Girls Who Paint in September of 2017 as a direct response to not seeing myself the further I got into my own art journey. I took a step back and thought, did I ever see myself as a young girl, like in the arts world? And the answer is no. And because I didn't see myself, I thought I couldn't become an artist with a successful career. Which is why I believe when people see themselves, they believe in themselves and they empower others to do the same. So we have an emphasis on safe spaces and representation, also the importance of art resources and education, because a lot of us are self-taught artists, and then the inclusion of Black women artists being normalized in the art market and the industry. So in terms of our business model, for $111 per year, members gain access to our online directory where they can include their services as well as their location and their artwork and events. And they also get partnership resources. And I partner with art organizations that provide our education, materials, and mentoring services just for our members. And a portion of every membership fee goes into our awards fund, where we support Black girls, teens, and students with art supplies, as well as academic funding for their artistic pursuits. So in terms of our team, we have Karina Eidler. She's our program coordinator who coordinates most of the DC partnerships, and myself as the founder. So our marketing opportunities. Pre, current, and COVID, our whole world now revolves around the digital space. Beforehand, there were about 28% of jobs were available to work remotely, and now there's a need for artists in the digital space because of the online education, the increase of wellness and self-care, and creative art therapy. And this is really cool because there's a rise in Black women entrepreneurship at the same time. Black women are the fastest and largest group of women-owned businesses in the US. And guess what? Black women artists are also businesswomen and entrepreneurs. So through our online directory, we offer a low cost for a high social impact. So in terms of our ask and investment, with $50,000, we'll be able to scale and hire the critical roles needed to improve our marketing strategy, as well as obtain website upgrades for customer experience as well as functionality, and then also expands our available services, and not only focusing on the marketing side of Black women artists, but also the practice and the development side, so we can debunk the struggling artist archetype. So if you'd like to get in contact with us, we are Black Girls Who Paint on all social media, as well as blackgirlswhopaint.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This is very exciting. I think, you know, the opportunity to present a creative career path to our Black girls is huge. And I think it's an incredible opportunity to give inspiration and hope. I'm curious about your channel strategy and how you make money, and also how you are thinking about deploying these services, because I think there could be great partnership opportunities with school systems, especially in the DC area, or with nonprofits dedicated to communities of color, such as Capital Partners for Education, or other programs. So you could explain your revenue model, and then a little bit about, your channel strategy.
Yes. So in terms of revenue for $100 per year, every $11 of $111 goes towards our awards fund to support our next generation and then kind of support our own community and giving back. But then also we do partner with other art organizations such as Royal Talents and McPherson Art Supplies. And so we partner with art organizations that provide services directly for our members. And we also have the online directory. So we're able, whenever you want to find, let's say you want to find a Black woman artist in the DC area, you can select DC. You can also select the service. And in terms of growth, we are focusing more so in the DC area and partnering with nonprofit, but also for-profit organizations in order to provide a mentorship program, but also to get more of our members involved in the arts community. And because there's a great global market that we can tap in the digital aspect, but also in the on the ground aspect as well.
So are you mainly, is your main focus really on creating this community and maybe providing them some resources? Or are you also going to be moving into selling the products themselves, a marketplace?
So our main focus is to create an ecosystem of Black women artists. And as a byproduct, that's how we focus on, we focus on selling the work. But it's not just in one particular market. We're able to either teach art, in arts education. We can function on the administrative side within galleries, or we could also be the artist featured in galleries. So our main focus is just to create an ecosystem, and from that ecosystem, we grow.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. This is awesome.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Good morning, my name is Nicole. Now let's be honest, nail biting is one of the most annoying and vexing habits there is. In fact, nail biting affects all ages, races, and stations in life. It is one of the most common habits shared by all humans worldwide. If you aren't a nail biter, you know at least one. In fact, I chronically bit and picked my nails for decades, and that wasn't because I didn't try to stop. I just didn't know how. And not a single piece of advice or product or service worked. Well, why is that? Because few people understand what makes nail biters tick. First of all, nail biting is not an oral fixation, and it's not all about self-harm. Nail biting and picking is just grooming. Nail biters and pickers engage in their habit to self-soothe, either when they're stressed out or to keep busy. It's just that they're grooming the wrong way. That's why conventional products and services don't work. They're all about resistance. Nail biters want better nails, but they need to groom. They don't want to just sit around and stare at their hands. They need to do something about them, and they want to feel confident and in control. The Healthy Nail Project empowers nail biters to look at their habits differently. Our clients learn to see beauty in their hands and are taught new self-care habits to cancel out the bad ones. Our customers deserve beautiful hands, and they deserve beautiful treatment. Our programming is rooted in proven methods of habit change and positive psychology integrated with nail care. We offer our clients total transformation. The 4-week program is online and self-guided, and I also offer the program through one-on-one coaching. And our first self-care mini retreats will take place in DC and Charleston, South Carolina later this fall. Now, every one of my competitors has something to offer nail biters, but the solutions just don't work in isolation. That's why our competition has really been eager to collaborate, because we do provide a complete solution to helping nail biters. Healthy Nail product is self-funded entirely, and so a $30,000 investment would really accelerate our growth through better marketing. For example, we have New Year's coming up, and nail biting is at the top of the list for most people's resolutions, and that's tens of thousands of people, and I really need to get in front of those people sooner rather than later. Online systems for clients, CRM, and really to take this company in a way where I can manage more clients and get the message out even more is really where I'm focused. So thank you so much for your time and letting me climb on my soapbox, and I'd love to hear your questions.
Thank you, Nicole. Just to that addressable market, I'm curious as to know how big this market is, how wide of a problem it is, and kind of what your potential revenue growth is for the company.
So, as I explained, it's a widely held problem. Now, I didn't approach it like I'm going to hit every single nail biter in the entire world. I really focused on a certain cohort of nail biters who are engaged in self-care and otherwise engaged in, roles or types of jobs where they are, aware of themselves, and it's just as a habit that affects them. They spend money on trying to get over it, and they haven't reach that hub. By comparison, looking at the profitability of, say, smoking cessation, that, smokers are a very small number compared to the number of nail biters. So when I look at a program like this, I'm seeing the potential for, huge growth, because just in the couple of months I've been operating, or that I put this out, the response I've gotten has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I think this is really an incredible concept. I certainly know quite a few friends who are nail biters, and it, I see the damage and their shyness when someone notices their hands and things of that nature. So I think it is a pervasive problem. I'm curious about the delivery model and the kind of testing that you've done to fine tune, how people are going to take on this type of therapy, and if you could go through that in a little bit more detail, that would be great.
Sure. So the first thing, it's not a therapeutic model. It's a self-care model. So the way that I originally envisioned this was through the mini retreat format, where I collaborated with local DC health and beauty businesses to actually bring clients in smaller groups and sit down in partnership with local nail salons and do the program that way. But when COVID hit, I had to very quickly change over to this, what was going to be my second phase, which was the online program. Now, that being said, knowing I had to do it quickly, I immediately knew I needed to hit every clean beauty nail salon in the country, which is what I did. I just went out and reached out to everyone. I said, I'm offering this program. I'm going to do webinars for you. I'm going to talk you through this. And so as you have clients that have this problem, let's work together so that you can put them in front of this program. And, because regular nail service is part of the program. And so it's actually worked really well, again, having to pivot very quickly. And then just via online presence, the way that I present about this problem, the way I talk about it it's very revolutionary. So I'm a bit of an evangelist. So I'm kind of trying to, this is more than just a business. This is a movement. It's a movement where I'm trying to get more people engaged and get them to really support this group. But I'm also telling nail biters that they are deserving of the same wonderful treatment and beautiful things that everybody else is.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Very exciting product.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am Tanisha. I am here to introduce Sweet Teas, skincare for your 7th day. And it was birthed out of the need of self-care and relaxation. So in today's time, many of us have overwhelming schedules. We have high expectations, which causes us to have anxiety and stresses. And now we're dealing with the uncertainty of COVID-19. 90% of illnesses and diseases are actually stimulated out of stress. And your skin is a window of what's going on internally. That's why Sweet Teas is here to bring you products that addresses these skin manifestations while providing a way to take a mental pause. But why would you use teas? Teas benefits the skin, has a host of benefits when it's applied to the skin. It actually penetrates deeper than most of the topical solutions that we have. And this affordable product line was designed with the intent of relaxation and self-care in mind. As a wife and a bonus mama 3, I myself have benefited from these products. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, which has skin flare-ups. I also keloid and have recently scraped my knee. And so I use our matcha moisturizer and my knee has actually healed quite nicely. And so who else would want to use these teas? Sweet Tea is targeting those on a wellness journey who wants to deal with the whole mind, body, and their soul. And Sweet Teas completes the final frontier, which is your skin. Most of our competitors position themselves as natural and organic. Very few offers themselves as a dermatological solution to stress, and an even smaller percentage as tea as their base product. So our current revenue comes from pop-up shops and websites and partnering with fitness centers as well as community leaders. In the future, Sweet Teas will be in spas as well as the hands of estheticians. So here we are asking for $40,000, and that way we can continue to educate the population and increase our brand awareness, as well as validate the program, validate the products through hiring cosmetic chemists and dermatologists who will help create the exact formulas so that we can build a storefront where customers can come in and actually handcraft their products as well. So invest in us and let Sweet Teas create your 7th day. Now, thank you for your time. Are there any questions?
Thank you so much, Tanisha. This is a fantastic product line. Certainly, the beauty and wellness space are growing industries, and I think your products touch on both of those areas. I noticed that you have a strong distribution models through some of the universities like Howard University, University of Maryland. What are you considering around your product placement? Where would you like to see consumers purchase your products?
So I ideally would like to go into spas and work with estheticians. So when people come in and get bikini waxes or facials, we can go into that product and that's market as well.
And just can you talk a little bit about your traction so far? You said you've been in pop-up shops and others. How much product have you sold? What is your most requested?
So we just actually started selling pop-up shops in July, and today we're actually doing our 6th pop-up shop. Our most requested product is the massaging soap as well as the body scrubs. And people like to take time and take care of themselves. Another popular is the bath teas, so people can soak their feet.
Awesome.
And so to date, we're on our 6th pop-up shop, and with that, I've sold about $1,000 worth of products, but our products range from $1 going to $15.
Awesome. I mean, congratulations. The one thing I would just say is I noticed on your website, it's a different website. It's for your 7th day versus sweet tea. You might want to think about packaging, having all of your social media, emails, everything off of one brand versus multiple brands. So everyone can identify one product with your company, or your company with one entity.
Okay.
But congratulations, this is great.
Thank you so much for having us here. It was fantastic to learn about these women and their incredible businesses. And it was wonderful to get to learn more about them and to show our support. So thank you.
Thank you to everyone who pitched. I know all of the hard work it takes, not only in building your business, but the nerve-wracking pressure it does in even presenting. So thank you so much for your ideas, for your concept, for your dedication, for your tenacity. We saw it through and throughout every single pitch. We look forward to supporting you, championing you, and being part of your journey. So thank you so much.
BGV Pitch is the largest pitch competition for Black and brown women founders. We combine the premise of Shark Tank and Kickstarter to give you an opportunity to be a part of an entrepreneur's journey. Vote for your favorite pitch by visiting www.sheraise.com, select a city, enter the donation for the pitches you loved, and don't forget to leave feedback and/or hype comments for our founders. Your donation keeps a Black or brown women founder in business. You are changing the world with Black Girl Ventures.